Hello, my name is Lindsay Drew. I'm the Regional Director for Herman Miller for the Mid-Atlantic region. I also previously was the Healthcare Manager for Herman Miller for Canada. The reason that's important is Herman Miller has been creating product for healthcare and infection-controlled spaces for the past 60 years. Now, I want to welcome you to your workstation. You can trust this space because it's been used in hospitals around the world. Some of the detailing that makes Herman Miller so iconic with our minimalist componentry and smooth geometry are also the things that make it highly cleanable. Infection control regulations call for PPE, personal protective equipment, of masks, gloves, and eyewear. Also, a cleanability and durability, materiality, as well as hand hygiene. So we're going to go through materiality and cleanability today. Some of those details that make Herman Miller so cleanable is that you can get your hand all the way around all of the geometry for your work surfaces. You have a laser edge-banded edge band here with a tight tolerance. It's not hand applied, so that microbes cannot live and get into that edge band seam there. Also, a lot of our pieces are laser edge band laminate as well. We call a lot of these places right here in healthcare high touch, so they will be high infection spaces. You'll notice those are all non-porous materials of either laminate or a powder coated metal. We want to use those types of materials in those high touch surfaces. So your desktop, your work surface top, your storage, and your storage spaces where you have high touch. They'll see as well that there's fabric panels on either side. People don't tend to touch those panels as much, so the need for a highly wipeable surface, when was the last time you needed to wipe down your station, is less extensive in those lower touch spaces. When we're talking about cleaning your space as well, Herman Miller is the only manufacturer that will actually warranty for hospital grade cleaners that will kill microbes. This is Virex. What you want to do is you spray it on your desk or any of those surfaces, you leave it for 2 minutes to let it do its job, and then you wipe it down with a wet cloth to rinse it off. So we'll rinse those off there. Now, to be able to clean a surface properly, you have to have your items up off of it. So having a monitor arm and being able to clean the componentry. Our flow monitor arms are used in hospitals everywhere, but also a lot of other monitor arms are as well. So being able to clean that componentry properly, again with that sleek geometry, and then also having lighting that has that sleek geometry as well, and an easy touch on-off, so that you can clean those pieces. There's no componentry that you need to clean around that, and you can take it up off of the desk. Also, an organizational scheme. So our UB Work Tools has a powder coated metal finish to it and easily detachable components that you can also clean again. So knowing that your workstation is your domain, not only is it easily cleanable, but also that the work tools divide your space and say, this is my territory. Don't come in here, and this is what I'm going to clean and I'm going to touch. Now, again, talking about those high touch surfaces, height adjustable tables, you are going, even not height adjustable, you're going to touch the underside. So Herman Miller has finished the undersides of our desks and provided hard surface powder coated metal cable trays. So much as we use in all the hospitals, you can hide all of your cables and have a wipeable surface on the underside of your desk, because yes, you do touch it as well. From there, we also have our iconic Aeron chair. And the reason this is so important is Herman Miller does not use mesh. We use a non-absorptive suspension material, which means that there's nothing being absorbed into this here. It's not a fabric. So there is no microbes in here. If there is any on the surface, and this is a high touch area, you can wipe it down, you can clean it and wipe it down with a hospital grade cleaner and then rinse it as well. But again, not only is it non-absorptive, so you're able to mechanically remove all of this with finger wipeability, but because of the componentry and how it's designed, you can get your fingers absolutely everywhere around the chair, around all of the arms, and especially up and in and under what we call the turkey, which is your mechanisms underneath. And again, having that smooth geometry, being able to finger wipe all of those pieces on the chair is very, very important. So this is why you can really trust a Herman Miller workstation. But you can also trust that if you have questions, We have teams of healthcare representatives that work with hospitals every day to answer questions around infection controlled environments, materiality, cleanability, and how to help your team make great decisions. So every one of our Herman Miller health teams has a healthcare person on it. And if you'd like to reach out to them, please connect with your Herman Miller team. Thank you.